Hey everyone, Eric Dieterling here, and what we're going to do today is a real quick demo just to help you through your skills practice. I'm going to run through drawing an apple, one of the pieces of fruit you will be required to draw with the brush tool on your own, and I just want to run through and make sure after everyone's doing the first couple steps in the skills practice and trying different brushes and trying different sizes and different hardness and different textures, that you're still trying to be a little creative too. And I want to run through some quick cool little options you can add and do when you're drawing with your brush tool before we move on to the mixer brush. So I've already opened the document and created a new transparent layer on top of my background and gone ahead and selected a brush and the color. I think we can go with a nice bright red maybe for my apple. And you'll see what I'm talking about is once you get in and you grab a brush and you come into your page, and I'm going to use the brackets because I like to see the size on the actual page I'm going to use. You can come in, and you don't have to be the best artist in the world, but kind of draw a general shape of an apple and fill it in. And it looks like we're almost done, doesn't it? You can go in, choose another quick little color for the stem. I'm going to stick to the traditional cartoon apple that I would like to draw. Drop a little stem in there. Natural looking top, and then we'll go back in and add a nice fresh picked stem off the top there. And color that in too. And then in there. And it looks like we're done, right? And you are. I mean, so just want to make sure all we did so far is change some colors and change some sizes. And that's very simply where we're going to live a little bit. But I just want to talk about making it look a little more 3D, a little more, not realistic, but just other options you can add to your repertoire when you're working with a brush tool. If you come in and click a red like the one you're using and lighten that color up and just simply add one of those cool little cartoon highlights instead of just choosing a white. For me, I think that's pretty cool, and you might do the same thing inside on the greens. Go back to my color picker and go in there and lighten that up and give it a little bit of a little extra. I'm not really going to change my brush tool in here. Just going to give it like a cool little line. Got a little crazy there, excuse me. A couple of cool little lines inside there. And again, sticking with the same color palette, again, going into the brown. Probably not make that one too much lighter, but just keeping it a little different. Color it in. Make my own outlines, my own colors. Very rudimentary, but I don't know, just something you can add to your apple. That entire time we've been at 100% hardness, so I just want to see if we go in there and soften that up. We'll do the same thing we did with the highlight, just a little bit backwards there, and make it darker red. Go back into my brush tool and maybe even lower the opacity just a little. Just to add a little more dimension to our apple. Give it a little bit of the darker red here in the bottom. And since I changed my opacity, I'm not going to let go. I'm just going to ride it out here and see how it looks. So right now I got this big apple floating on top of a white background, and that's cool. But I think while you're working at it, how long has this demo? I've only been about 3 minutes and 50 seconds in there. So think about what else you can add to it. You might want to add like a brown table into the mix. Let me just see if I can do that. Kind of just fade in, get a nice little gradient going. Maybe get like a nice little table size. Just go back in and I'll fill it in once. Got my layer nice behind there. Kind of working for me. Maybe you want to go in and experiment with some of the brushes and go with like a, I don't know, crazy style. Add like a cool little special effect background. I don't know, these little screen tones, little heart looking things. Add that to my brush. Maybe drop a nice little color in there, and I've got my selection on top, so maybe I'll go in there, Paint a little wallpaper. So I got an apple on a table with some wallpaper. I don't know. Looks cool. Just something to make it different. Something that we're still working with the paintbrush, seeing what else you can do with it. If I want to go back in and add some more dimension, I'm going to stay on that background layer here. So if I draw a shadow in on my apple, and I'll keep the brush at a little low softness, or a little low hardness, and my opacity maybe around here, just to get some of that color. Excuse me, let's get rid of that crazy brush. Back up to my soft round brush. Again, make sure it's soft enough. Keep my opacity a little low. Just make sure on my background layer there. And just kind of add a nice little soft shadow. I think we just made art pretty quickly. So just recapping, I think the first 2 exercises in this skill practice alone, if this is number 3, I mean, you're looking for textures, sizes, colors, pressure, softness, hardness. This is kind of combining all that in a very quick demo, and I hope that helps. See you on the next one.